The rare INFJ Myers-Briggs personality type is known for being creative, inspiring, determined, idealistic action takers. Famous likely INFJ changemakers include Jane Goodall, Gandhi, Eleanor Roosevelt, and J.K. Rowling. Are you an INFJ or think you might be? In this video, we'll explain some ways that you will change the world. Welcome back. My name is Amber Melanie Smith, and I help aspiring changemakers with tips and strategies to help you change the world while living a life of impact and purpose. I am a nonprofit executive director and also a speaker on leadership, service, and social impact. So INFJs, just like their ENFJ counterparts, are born difference makers with a passion for helping people and solving major social issues. If you're not sure what your Myers-Briggs personality type is, I've left some links in the description below, so go ahead and take those assessments and leave a comment. Just let us know what your personality type is and how you're changing the world. If you like this topic in this video, please also let me know that by giving it a thumbs up and letting me know in the comments, because I'm hoping to make videos on all of the different personality types and how each one can uniquely make a difference in their community. Okay, so before I get into some of the super cool ways that INFJs can make a difference in the world, let's just review their personality traits. First, INFJs make up one of the rarest groups in the world at 1 or 2% of the population. INFJs believe that helping others is part of, if not their entire calling in life. These people are insightful, they are passionate, they love to brainstorm, and they're also really good at taking action. Weaknesses include being sensitive or closed off from personal relationships. INFJs might also find it difficult to deal with day-to-day realities and mundane tasks. INFJs are also impatient and can take a lot on themselves, being prone to burnout. INFJs really need to work on tasks or projects that have meaning and significance to the world beyond just making a paycheck. They also need to work with people whose values and concern about the world align with theirs. So all of that said, let's get into some of the amazing ways that INFJs can create change and make a difference in their communities. INFJs are one of those groups of people that are just likely to make an entire life or lifestyle or career out of making a difference. They really love championing those who need a voice and combating injustices in the world, but they're also really interested in solving social issues at their core. In another video, I talked about this idea between charity and systemic change. So these are two pathways of making a difference, right? So on the charity side, you've got helping people day to day, meeting their basic needs. An example might be feeding people who are hungry. And on the systemic change side, you've got trying to attack the root causes of a problem. So using the same example, trying to find a way to end hunger in the community so that nobody is hungry and needs you to feed them every day. INFJs are really drawn to ways to create that systemic change part of change making. They want to create a world in which people don't need help every day because we've already gotten rid of the systems that are causing them to need help in the first place. INFJs really love connecting with other people, but they also excel at working independently and without a lot of supervision or micromanagement from a boss, because they don't do too well in overly structured environments. Well, how does that translate to some roles or activities that these folks can do to make a difference? In a business or private industry, don't forget, INFJs are not great at operating in an overly structured environment. So they would do very well in a place where they are either running their own small business or freelancing or just doing their own thing. But of course, even in a for-profit business, everything an INFJ does has to be contributing positively in some way to humanity. Examples might be you might launch your own health or medical practice. You might start your own business that helps people guide themselves through difficult life challenges, such as being a life coach. I could also see you doing something creative, like being an artist or a musician or a writer or blogger, someone who is inspiring the world or challenging people to think about difficult topics or important issues through your creative works. Being independent, creative, and always working to improve the state of humanity is key for INFJs. So some corresponding roles in nonprofit organizations or social enterprise organizations might be, for example, a caseworker, someone who can work with refugees or youth or families or people experiencing homelessness to help them find the resources they need and settle into a better life. Your love of attacking social problems at their root could make you a really stellar program designer or program manager, because this would allow you to create solutions to these big complex social issues that are causing a lot of strife and struggling for people. And you could create them and then test them and see your impact. Another role in nonprofits or social enterprise might be as a marketing or outreach campaign coordinator or manager. This would allow you to use your awesome creative skills and your problem-solving skills together to inspire people to learn about a cause or take action on a cause. Your creativity and problem solving also makes you a huge asset as a volunteer to causes that you care about. You could be an artist or a musician or a writer using your skills, donating your skills to raise awareness and tell the story of a cause that you really care about. I could also see you being a great filmmaker, someone who designs the story and shares it with the world to challenge people to think more about how they can improve humanity. Kind of along a similar vein, being a volunteer blogger or a volunteer photographer, someone who is helping a cause that you care about create content and raise awareness about what they do. Your need to champion those who don't have a voice could also make you a great volunteer guardian ad litem. This is a guardian that the court appoints in order to watch over someone, usually a child, in a court situation. You could be a pro bono charity consultant, so using those awesome problem-solving skills to help a cause that you care about tackle a specific strategy or issue, perhaps designing a marketing plan or long-term strategic plan or fundraising plan. So for some hands-on volunteering, INFJs are not really that thrilled by doing repetitive tasks, so things like maybe packaging food at a food pantry or sorting donations, but they'd be really great at volunteering in a situation where each case or each day is a little different. So perhaps being a mentor or a stylist for women seeking employment through organizations like Dress for Success, or even working through an animal adoption nonprofit to help animals get adopted. So I'd really love to hear what are some other ways that you INFJs or friends of INFJs are out there making a difference in your community and changing the world. I once again make weekly videos on topics of social change, social impact, nonprofits, volunteering, and more, so don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you are on Facebook, I have this great group called Change the World or Bust, where myself and other change makers are coming together to talk about difficult issues in our community and how we can play a role in making them better. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Please share with your fellow INFJs and others, and don't forget to check out the other videos on my channel. Once again, I'm Amber Melanie Smith, and I hope to see you next time.